Terrell here, and I'm back again to talk about another movie. This time, a legend starring Jackie Chan, everybody's favorite granddad at this point, right? You know, Karate Kid master himself, Jaden Smith, and so much more. Um, we have another movie about, of course, being distributed by Well Go Entertainment, released in China on July 1st of 2024, and we are getting it on January 21st, 2025. So we're going to be getting that on Blu-ray. Again, that's going to be released by Well Go Entertainment. Well Go, if you know the company, you know they bring in all the good stuff from the East over to our side, getting some really good movies here. Um, but like I said, we're here to talk about the movie A Legend, starring Jackie Chan, which of course, brought me in. And you know the rule here. I don't watch that trailer, and I jump right in. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the plot of what this movie was about. For this movie, A Legend, an archaeologist, sorry, an archaeologist. I don't know why that was so hard to get out. Archaeologists noticed that the texture of the relics discovered during the excavation of a glacier closely resembled a jade pendant seen in one of his dreams. He and his teammate then embark on an expedition into depths of the glacier. Archaeologist. I've said it 1,000 times. I don't know why I can get that. But this, I had a chance to watch this movie early, of course, before we got it here theatrically, and of course, like I said, Jackie Chan being the draw. Um, kind of mixed on this. Like I really did and like the movie. I really like the adventure that this movie goes on. Um, because this movie jumps around between like this kind of fantasy, like ancient world, because like they jump between like past and present in this movie, but the past almost seems kind of more like more fantasy, like I said, than the reality of like the where the future is. I think the movie is completely ridiculous, like in terms of like both sides, but it definitely kind of threw me off there a little bit, like as far as like what you were getting out of this movie. They also, for whatever reason, they probably, I mean, I guess it makes sense, or they could have just casted somebody all together. Jackie Chan is the archaeologist. Now I can say it. Jackie Chan is the archaeologist. Um, and they use de-aging tech on him, and it doesn't look bad, but I'm just like, I understand like you want Jackie Chan to be the draw for this movie, but did we need it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, it wasn't bad. I mean, if you don't pay attention to it too hard, you probably won't notice. But yeah, it just, I don't think we could I don't think we needed the DH tech in this movie. Um, Especially like with Jackie Chan also playing like a younger, past iteration of himself. He's still moving around and everything. And I guess now that I sit here and think about it, if the characters are moving, you really don't notice it as much. But yeah, as soon as I jumped in, I'm like, huh, that was a very interesting choice that they made to do this. And like I said, I mean, like, if you're expecting a traditional Jackie Chan movie, where he's like, oh yeah, I'm a good guy, don't hit me. This is not that movie. This is definitely a traditional like Chinese like fantasy movie here with a much calmer Jackie Chan. Now, granted, Jackie is fighting in this movie, and I'm pretty sure. I don't want to spit on Jackie Chan's name in this, but I'm pretty sure that it wasn't him doing them stunts. Uh, no disrespect. I feel like at this point I'm used to seeing Jackie Chan as an archaeologist. Since watching Jackie Chan adventures and stuff like that. Anything, I need an entire series of Jackie Chan just being an archaeologist, and for some reason he just knows martial arts and battles the forces of evil. Again, referencing the Jackie Chan adventures. I need more of that. I wish he would have done more of that when he was younger, by the way. The guy's like 70 years old and still somehow was still making a movie where he has to do martial arts throughout the movie. Like I said before, the movie takes place between past and present. We're dealing with a group of archaeologists who are discovering the past to figure out the ancient tomb, the old Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones situation, in the thing that you think is discovered is not what you think it is. If you've seen any Indiana Jones movie, you've seen the Ark and so much more. Um, but like I said, the movie, I thought the movie was really fun. It was lagging a little bit, like at times where I thought the story could have just needed a little bit oomph to it, but I definitely still had a good time. And I don't know if that's just like my personal bias with Jackie Chan or whatever, so I'm giving it a pass. But I'm not saying the movie's perfect, but I'm saying it's at least worth a watch. So if you do come across it, I do think it's definitely worth a watch. And I think we get a lot to the story too, because we dealing with like, we get dealing with the past story where you see like it's like a romance, like it's like a rom-com slash action adventure, science fiction. Like this movie's a lot rolled into one. But in the past, you see the story of these two characters like betraying each other for power. You get a love story here. You get a lot of like classic Chinese like archetype stories here that we get to see. And by the way, this movie is completely in Mandarin and Chinese, by the way. So if you do get a chance to see it, you will be reading, which is not bad. So if you used to watch an anime or any long-term movie like this, then you already know what the deal is. But yeah, I love that they do a love story in the movie. I definitely enjoyed that. Everybody knows I'm a fan of rom-coms. Not specifically rom-coms, but just romantic. Yeah, probably specifically rom-coms. but it was good. Like I said, I definitely like the exploration bit of it. Like I said, I don't think the movie was perfect, but I think it did its job. I think it's for older Jackie Chan to still be involved in movies like this where he's flipping and fighting. I thought he did a good job. Like I said, I had a good time. I would watch it again. But I also think that this movie could go. I don't know. I feel like the movie could do more. Like it could be like a series, but based off of how they do this past and present story, probably not. But I almost forgot to mention this movie is directed by Stanley Tony. Just want to make sure I got that right. Directed by Stanley Tony. Like I said, I thought it was good. I don't know what the Stanley Tong. I want to make sure I get that right. Directed by Stanley Tong. Stanley Tong also. Oh wow. He also He worked on Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike, Vanguard. He's in a lot of Jackie Chan stuff. So if you could get a little bit of that here with this movie. I don't want to dwell on this too long because there's no spoilers here, but I do want to say I do think the balance between the past and present scenes, they probably could have did like 90% of this movie just strictly in the past and we never saw future Jackie Chan, and I probably would have been fine with it. Because I really did like this story of what was going on. As completely as ridiculous as everything is in this movie, I definitely had a good time. But if you come across it, like I said, it should be on Blu-ray, DVD now, as of January 21st. But if you guys come across it, a legend, brought out by our favorite Well Go Entertainment, is out now. Give it a shout. I'm sure it's going to be streaming on something soon or whatever to buy. But Jackie Chan's in it. That's all you need to know. It's fun. I'm not saying it's the best movie, but it's fun. But if you guys get a chance to see this, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'm very curious to get some other opinions on this. It's kind of dancing around a lot of the story, because like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. But like I said, I had a fun time watching it. So let me know what you guys thought, and I'll see you guys next time for another review. See you.